Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good. Where are others? Okay, somebody also joining. Like you guys were in fine arts class or something like that. So you guys got.
Yes, sir. Dev
Yes,
sir
sir.
was taking the class.
Okay, no problem. I was like wondering what happened. It's been 10, 13 minutes. Nobody joined. I thought like maybe like a mass bug.
Sir.
Okay, let me get the sofa.
So you said you will teach the texture, sorry, the designing part of the sofa couch.
Yes.
The sofa, yeah.
So I just looking for a reference. Okay. So I have downloaded. Okay, cannot download this. I'm searching for a reference. Oh, this is right. So, so now we have this. I just downloaded this reference. So usually, like this is something like maybe in low poly we don't create, but for high poly we have to create it, and we should know how to do it. And plus, there will be cases when we have to create this thing in low poly as well. So how to do it? It's all about that. So I can see all this cushioning effect, this thing. So this is not very difficult or not very complicated. It's all about planning or understanding the shape. So let's like first thing. This is like it's not like we create the entire sofa. It can be we can do it with a box modeling very easily. You can extrude everything, create everything. But if you want to create this design on the like inner side of the sofa, so we have to follow a different approach toward this. So we have to create this design first. So I'll go to front and I'll go and take a plane. Let's switch on my grid points. Active. Okay. One plane, vegetable poly. Oh, sorry. Before that, remove remove everything and say editable poly. Now how to go about this thing? So we have to create the center part. So like if I want, I can definitely keep these lines and create it very easily. If I want to create three, I can keep it like this and start creating this basic structure. So here what I'll do is I have to create this basic that shape with the depression plus that button kind of thing is there. So how to create that thing and how to generate. So we'll do what. So now for that I need to generate that shape. So right now it's a flat plane. So now what I'll do is I have to create all those connecting points in between. So this is my center. Now vertex. All the corners I have selected, and then I can connect. Where is my connect? Connect. So it will create this shape automatically. Please see perspective mode. Connect all of them, and this part also I need to create. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this thing, control backspace, and I need to create this center. Select this, shift, move it, switch off your this thing, shift and move it, resize. A basic triangle, like rectangular shape and a depression. And if I want, I can extrude this and create a button kind of surface. So I'm keeping it really low poly, like really low poly. And after once I'm done with this, then I'll create the basic structure. So now all 4 points should go backwards slightly to create this uneven surface. Now I can see this part, this depression is fine, but the sides are extruding outside. There's a protrusion there. So what I can do is cut, cut, basically every alternative points, alternative boxes. I'll create this. All these vertices and push them slightly out. Now I'll check the shape once. Side, I need something to hold this shape. So check this with the apply by applying a turbo smooth here. It doesn't hold the shape. I'll delete that. It's not correct. This is not correct. Delete, delete, delete. And shift loop, add a loop to hold the shape. This will retain the shape. Just check if it's creating that round shape or not. T turbo smooth, it's creating that round shape. And it is slightly extruded. You can see this. Now basic shape, I just cross check it, looks round, that volume it creates, that is something what we're trying to create. And this button, add one loop here, one loop here, so it will hold the shape. If I see, if I apply a turbo, it becomes round circular in shape very easily, and it retains the shape. I guess with that also it retains. That depth is missing, right? So the depth, yeah. Now I created this thing. Go to front, right click on this, switch on vertex, snap, and switch on your snapping. Go to pivot point, effect pivot point, and click and snap it to this corner. So it becomes very easy to duplicate. So now I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So shift and drag, snap it to this corner. Okay, cancel. Shift and drag, duplicate 15 times. Create this entire thing. Now I can go to attach. Is my attach list and select all of them, attach. So everything become part of this thing only. So go to any of the edge corner, shift. If you snap it here, it will snap, but I don't want it here. I want it like this. Alternative. Now select this. We can select both of them. The snapping is on, it will snap to the vertex. Go to any other vertex, press shift and drag, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So two more like this, two more portions of this thing. So basic volume wise, my shape structure is almost ready, but it's not perfect yet. It's just the basic structure. Select, attach, 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 attach. All of them are attached now. Now, what I have to do is I have to delete all those unwanted parts. Switch up your snapping, delete, delete. Clean. So now we have this basic structure ready, perspective. So if you see, if I apply a turbo smooth on this, it will become round, but it's not welded together. Nothing is welded together. So what I have to do is go to vertex mode, or not even vertex mode, but also go to vertex mode, select everything, and there is something called weld. Click on this setting and zoom in. You can see it's saying before 2008 89 and after 2006 29. So click this, it will weld all of them together. So you can see still I have the separations. That is something I need to match, because it's snapped perfectly, but still there is a, it's, this one is fine. Oh, this one is not attached properly. Oh, that volume, because of the volume change, this happened. So now oh, I should have fixed the base first, but now I have fixed it. So why the surface is different both the side, that is strange. Okay, something happened by mistake. Some mistake happened from top view. Oh, the angle changed. That's the main problem. How this happened? Straight line. Make sure it's a straight line. I guess by mistake changed. So make sure it's a straight line, the same level of this side. And pivot point, I can just select shift.
So was it because of the turbo smooth? Like
No, no, no,
when
no,
you
no.
did previously?
So turbos was I deleted, na? I didn't apply it.
Oh, oh
I was
yes.
checking only the preview. So it's like the by mistake, I guess I moved in like by mistakenly, I have moved in XY direction. That's why.
Okay.
14, done. Akshay also joining. Attach. All of them attached together. So we just make sure from top view, it should be a straight line. Otherwise, it will create problem. If now this thing is ready, now I go to pivot point. I'll just align it properly because previously changed, such alignment changed. And I can just select this and snap to any of the vertex because vertex selection is on. Go back, shift, make sure like your vertex snap is on, and go here. You can see that plus sign yellow. Click there, shift, and snap it here. Now it will work perfectly. Select both of them, any of the corner, this one, shift, snap it here. I got the basic structure. Now select this, attach, 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 attach. All of them attach. Perspective. So basic structure is ready. Now I have to weld it properly. So I'll go to vertex mode and click on weld. 3720. You can see it's not showing anything. Nothing is changing because nothing is selected. Select, and now you can see 3286. It should fix everything. And now apply a turbo and check if everything is welded properly. Yeah, see, everything is welded. There is no open edges, nothing. So you can see now it started giving you that cushioning effect. Now cushioning effect. Okay, this part is little too rounded. Little too rounded. So delete front. Just make sure delete all those unwanted points. So here I can clearly see there is an issue. The surface, it looks because this is something like to for perfect the design, you have to make sure your basic shape is correct. So until and unless you duplicate and attach it, you cannot see it's working or not. So I'll see. In this case, it's fine. Only thing is, this is creating a lot more problem. This one is creating a problem. This one is creating problem. So what I have to do is, let's see if I do it like this. Yeah. Smooth front. I'm trying to delete it again. So you can see like this is like trial and error. Couple of things to do and check. Now I can see like this center part. I need to connect, otherwise I won't be able to hold the shape. It's creating too much of circular surface. That is something I don't want. Edge mode, all the edges, all the edges, all of the edges, all of the edges, and this all. I'll select and click on connect. It will create this straight line in the center. Now I got the center perfect line. Now I'll go to cut. Done. This one I have to fix. Everything is connected. Delete this one. Let's see. I believe if I delete this one, it will be less rounded. Let's apply a turbo. Yeah, this is much better. Previously, it was creating that round circular shape. So that shading you have to check and make sure it's like it's working properly. And plus this shape, I can see this shape is not round. So I'll delete turbo smooth once again. Switch on my all these shapes. Okay, it won't work.
So one question.
Yes.
So can we use polygon smoothing for smoothing certain parts of the button?
Like a smoothing group. That's what you're asking, right? This is
Yes, yes.
yeah. So that is something for low poly. Like when we create low poly and to refine all the edges, we can use it that time.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, this thing is fine. Edge, all of them. Connect. I'm just trying to make it as perfect as possible. So just apply one more turbo. Yeah, now it's, you see, it looks much better. So the rest of the things that we can just fix very quickly. Delete, not required. Delete, not required. Vertex snap is on. Pivot point, center, and then move it to any of the corner. Go back. Right, done. Now I feel it's like everything is kind of fine and clean. Shift, snap 15 times, attach, shift, and select everything at once. Everything is selected, done. Then shift, make sure it's alternative, select both of them, any of the corner, and snap it. Yeah, now it's fine. Take any of them and attach. And then I'll select over stitch vertex mode, go to weld. It should work perfectly. Just apply a turbo and cross check. I can say it's connected, only this portion there's an issue. These two things are not welded together. Like press 7 from keyboard, you can see here vertex. So right now selected vertex, it's not visible. So I'll go to right click on this one, or this one, plus right click, configure viewport, go to statistic, total and selection, apply, okay. So if you see, okay, it's showing only one, Then what is the problem? Okay. Arey yaar, same thing again happened. One more problem happened is I thought it will work perfectly, but it's not working perfectly. So I have to attach this and go to front, and I have to make sure this vertex and this vertex is perfectly straight. Now it will work without any problem. Okay, finally, okay, my snapping is on. 15 times.
Oh,
Yes.
sir,
Yes.
that occurred due to the cut,
Cut.
vertical cut.
No, there is
Uh,
because it was a one vertex, so there is nothing to weld there. The next other side
okay.
there is nothing to weld, so that's why this happened.
Oh, the smoothing
Yes,
did that.
yes, yes. Now select this, shift, done. Now select both of them, shift, snap, size. Now it's fine. Now it should work perfectly. Weld, yes, there's a difference. And so apply a turbo and check. Yeah, this time you can see there is no distortion, no issue, and the smoothing, you can see all the shape volume is visible. Now it's fine. Front, smooth, switch off this, switch off this. So now my basic structure, you can see my cushion, this basic structure is ready. This thing, it's ready. So only thing what I have to do is I have, you can say it's bending. This bend I have to create. So how I'll do it? So first it's bending backside. So I'll apply a bend modifier. Bend modifier. Oh, there's a problem. Pivot point. Make sure center pivot point and then go back. Then apply bend. Bend modifier. So I need to bend it. So you can see the base half is straight. Then it's bending. So if I bend it, let's try it. Not this one. No direction. 90 degree. Yeah, you can see y direction, it's bending perfectly, but it's converting this entire thing into a cylinder. That is something I don't want. I want it to half to stay straight, rest half should bend. So there is something called limit effect. If you click on this and then move it, it will limit the upper limit. You see, so only the upper part will move. So rest base won't move. So I'm limiting the upper portion so that till here it won't bend. Then only it will bend. You can see this, there's a rectangular shape. I'm controlling with this upper limit. Based on this, it will bend. And will give you nice effect. Almost perfectly straight shape. No need to worry about this pinching points. You can see that those things are visible here also. Now this is ready. Now you need to bend in, you can see left side and right side also bending, and you can see this part is a separate geometry, then this part separate, and this base is again separate. So planning will plan according to this only. Now I'll apply one more bend on this, and this time again I have to limit. Not this one. Yeah, this one. It should bend like this. So I have to limit this corners. Okay. Oh, sorry, I have to switch on limit, not this side. The lower limit. I have to increase. Go to minus, and now bend it. But you can see it's bending from this portion. So I need to move this also. You can move this, like, but manually moving will be difficult. So this is creating an issue for me. So I need to bend only this section. So what I'll do is go to front view. Okay. Oh, one main problem happened. This thing is not in center. So I'll do that later. So I need to bend this thing from this side. So what I'll do is need to apply a modifier. So before that, I need to apply a edit poly. Edit poly. I can select faces where I want to apply the bend, and then go to apply bend. So it will apply on that section only. So by selection also you can apply modifiers. X. So this is, you can see it's creating issue. Lower limit. Move it outside. Now bend it. Perspective. Like with this also I can bend, but I feel it should work perfectly. I selected less polygons, I believe. Hmm. Select. Bend it. Okay. Bend modifier. Limit. X direction. Then bend it. 90 minus 90. So you can see without affecting this section, it's creating this bend nicely. So once you're happy with this, you can go and apply edit poly, or what I want to apply a symmetry here, because this part also should look exactly the same. Symmetry, flip, and the pivot point is not in the center. I have to move it wherever I want to move. Just make sure everything looks fine and clean. So your basic design, you can see basic shape is ready. Now you can deselect and you can see the shape and all the forms are there. Now if you want to modify anything, or if you want, you can apply a edit poly, or if you just right click collapse all. And then just to see the like a smooth version of this thing. So if you want to see, there's another option. You can see this is use NURBS subdivision. If you click this, it will show you a preview of the smooth version. 2 iteration. See, without applying turbo smooth, it's showing you a smooth preview of that shape. You see, basic shape is now almost ready. The cushioning effect is almost ready. Now rest of the part, this section and this section, all this thing I have to create. There are like multiple ways of doing it.
Sir,
Yes.
the corners from where the bend is,
Hmm.
the details are getting distorted.
Uh,
So
this part you're talking about?
yes, and the backside, like
And
backside is stretching,
stretch.
and this
It
is
will stretch. If you see actual sofa also, in real sofa, there is
yeah.
those corners are slightly stretched and squeezed. So if I want to fix it, so if I want to keep it uniform, so what I'll do, I'll create these two parts separately.
Okay.
Then we can match it perfectly without any distortion. So, but like in actual sofa also we have this bend, so that's why we're keeping it. Now, edge, I can select the entire border and go to control, click on the edge and make sure deselect all these, and this base also deselect everything. Or deselect everything from this side, only keep half. That also works perfectly. So I'll work on only half side and rest of the half will just simply create. Shift and extrude. I extruded this section. So everything is quad, you can see clearly. Now this part I need to cap it properly. Tap it and fill it nicely. So I can just symmetry this thing again, get this detail there. So front, I'll go to front and move the sofa in the center. Yeah. Now go to box, I'll create a box here. Front, slightly covering this section. And now we have this base and then we have the sides. So this side I need to create. So for this, what I'll do is I can see the side part, like if you stick the reference, this part is continuing and going inside this shape, right? It's a completely separate shape. So what I can do is front, the easiest process to do it, I'll create a box here, thickness, oh, sorry, box, place it here. In between, I need few loops. This one is also required. Polygon, perspective, front view. Now, this part is slightly curved and it's moved slightly outside. So I'm just keeping, you see, initially I'm keeping everything as low as possible. Later I'll add in between loops and cuts and make it bit high poly or mid poly. So basic structure, then this shape going slightly inside, and this part, this sofa, this section, I'll select this.